Morning guys, how you all doing? I actually woke up quite late today. It's about 6:30, something like that. So quite a late one for me, to be honest. And I actually went to sleep at 10 o'clock, which is ridiculously early, which actually means I had in the region of about 8.5 hours sleep, which is quite insane. The thing is, when I do sleep that long, I tend to feel more tired. So I'm feeling kind of exhausted right now for some reason. So I've decided to save my coffee until later, and what I'm going to have now is the traditional English cup of tea. But yesterday you guys seemed to enjoy my vlog that I did yesterday. I've got to apologise for it being so long. I had no intention whatsoever for it to be like sort of bordering on the 20-minute mark. And I know a lot of you guys kind of think I would prefer it to be about 5 minutes, because that's just about as much as you as I can handle in one day. So apologies for that. It's just that it kind of just worked out that way. I just kept sort of making these little clips and talking, and when I put them all together I was like, 17, 18 minutes. That's crazy. I've just got to grab some milk. So yeah, that is my apology for making such a long video. And John, TLD Today, made another video on the kind of post reactions of Austin and his family after they had taken the Mac Pro there. So I'll leave a link in the description to that one. Definitely go and check that out, because it's really cool kind of listening to his parents talk about it, and they kind of go over the sort of you know, the whole sort of event. So it was really kind of cool to get their take on it. So yeah, definitely go and check that out. And also another YouTube friend, Marquez, obviously MKBHD, I'm sure most of you will know him. He has hit the 1 million subscriber mark. 1 million subscribers, and that's the first time that a tech YouTuber has crossed the 1 million subscriber threshold, which is absolutely insane for a tech YouTuber. But you've got to say that forgetting video work or anything like that, Marquez's way of creating reviews and the way he puts stuff across is just so different every time, so unique, and he gets all of the main points across, and by far and away is the best tech reviewer, hence the fact that he has got all of those subscribers. So it's not like it's undeserved, it really is definitely deserved on his behalf. He just does this stuff in a way that well, that definitely I cannot come close to. So huge props to Marquez, and a generally nice guy as well. You know, he'll always reply to your tweets and stuff like that if he's got time, I'm sure. So huge congratulations to him. I've got a bit of fluff in my mouth. So this morning at around 9 o'clock, I have got one of those car sprayer people, you know, the kind of mobile car repair people. I don't know if you get them actually throughout the rest of the world. Let me know in the comments if you do. We have these kind of little mobile repair companies. They repair like little dents and scratches and stuff like that out of the back of their van on your drive, basically. So, and they're very, very cheap in comparison to a proper kind of car spraying company. So I've got one of those guys coming around this morning, not for my new car, don't panic, but for my old car, which I need to obviously sell on at some point. So a while ago I left it somewhere. I think it was actually at a shopping centre, I can't remember, and someone got their key and all the way down the side of it just did that. So literally the length of, it must be at least 4 foot down the side of my car, has got a huge key scratch. Now to me this is right up there with some really bad crimes, keying cars. I think it's just the most disgusting crime that you can commit. Obviously, you know, raping and stuff like that is worse, but you know what I'm talking about. I just think in its category of sort of vandalism or whatever, it's by far and away the worst one, because it's just pure jealousy wrapped up all together and then taken out on that person just because you can't have what they've got. And I mean, it's just it's just a disgusting, spiteful, hateful crime. And if I ever caught someone doing that, I might lose my rag. But it's got to be fixed before I sell it. So that is what I've got this guy coming around for this morning. Hopefully the quotation won't be too expensive and it won't cost me an absolute fortune, but we'll have to wait and see. Also, we have to pop out at lunchtime up to the Nissan garage because Jade's got to get something for her car as well, although I might not be able to make that, so I might leave that there. And this weekend is my dad's birthday, so we'll all be celebrating this weekend on the Sunday, I believe, which I'm quite looking forward to. I know that's quite a few days away, but it just kind of passed through my mind, and when it passes through my mind it comes out of my fat gob and obviously ends up in your ear holes. But I will be back with you a little bit later on this afternoon. So I noticed on Amazon, I think it was the day before yesterday, that these Seagate drives, now this is a 4TB version, had literally come down by about half the price. So I believe this was about £120 or about $130 in the US, reduced from about $250. I think it was something like that. The US actually might have been a bit more, it might have been like $150 or something. But either way, ridiculously cheap for a external USB hard drive. And this one actually got some cool features. Normally I don't opt for these. Normally I would just buy a hard drive, buy a case and maybe do it myself. But I wanted an additional 4TB drive for my Time Machine backups. I like to have two at the same time. So I've got two 4TB drives, and Time Machine backs up to one every other hour. So every 2 hours you get a backup on each one, which is great because you've got two copies of your data, and it's cheaper to put it on something like this than it is on the more expensive storage on the NAS. So I prefer to save that for actual documents and work and whatnot. But the great thing about this one is that I don't know if you can see here, but you can actually buy these little adapters. So you can have either Firewire, USB 3, or you can actually have a Thunderbolt cable that goes directly into this device. Now you have to buy them separately, but they're not hugely expensive. But to get a 4TB Thunderbolt drive anywhere near the cost of this is just not happening. So this is an absolute bargain. I'll leave links down in the video description as to where you can actually purchase these from. But so far, so good. Just waiting for the guy to turn up to do the spray thing. Don't you hate waiting? I absolutely hate waiting for anything. What's up, guys? So I am just popping into Bromley. I've literally got to go in there, drop something off, and then I can head home again. Busy day today, lots of stuff going on. The sprayer came around this morning and he's going to do it for £300 plus VAT, which is not too bad at all considering the size of that scratch that fuck-ass put all the way down the side of my car. Sorry for the bad language, but still, that's exactly what they are. So yeah, that's going to get done within the next couple of weeks, and then that's it. My poor little car will be on its way to another owner, but it is a beautiful car. I've kept it in stunning condition, so at least they will have like a nice experience with a new car, and they're not going to end up with some pile of crap that sort of breaks down all the time. So it's always a nice thought that it's going to go on to a new owner. Hopefully they'll take care of her as well, even though it is just a ridiculous, you know, bunch of electronics and mechanics. I don't know, I guess you still build an emotional attachment to these things, don't you, over time? So now on my way back, had to just pop in there, like I say, quickly. And also I went into the Apple store in Bromley just to quickly check it out, because I don't think I've ever been in there before, and it's absolutely huge, bigger than the one in Bluewater and Lakeside, even though Bromley is the smaller shopping centre, which is quite peculiar, but it is absolutely massive in there. And I actually purchased a couple of things as well, because I just can't help myself. But I got a little lightning cable for in here, because I just needed an additional one to plug my phone in to charge sometimes. And I also got a little iLounge iPhone holder, or in fact general phone holder, aluminium one with these sort of magic sucker things on. So quite pleased about that, because it actually looks really smart. So quite looking forward to trying that out when I get back. In addition to that, I ordered for Jade a little present. I don't know if you've seen, but on Jade's Nissan Juke, you can get ones that have got like a little spoiler on the top of the back on the roof, and I think they look quite smart. I think that they're for the Nismo model or whatever, whereas Jade's got, I think, the one just below that. But because hers is quite sort of tricked up and quite sort of got quite a few nice little bits and pieces on it, I think the spoiler, although I'm not a fan of spoilers, on that particular car in that colour with the rest of the trim,
I think will look really nice. So I've ordered that for her as a little surprise. It was only £300 fitted, which I don't think is too bad. So I'm quite excited about waiting to have that put on and see how that looks for her. I think she'll like that as just a little present. So it'll be quite exciting to kind of tell her about it. And I've also been looking for someone to make me t-shirts all day. I've tried to contact people, they haven't replied, or they can't provide the kind of service that I want, blah 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 blah. It's an absolute joke that something so simple can be made so complex by people being incapable of doing the most simplest of things. No wonder a lot of people's businesses go under, because a lot of them are just bloody useless. So anyway, I will carry on with that. What about things like mugs and mouse mats, or do you think just hoodies? And also on the hoodies, I've got a new logo. It's a red logo, and it will be the icon for my new phone apps that I've got coming out in the next couple of weeks. What I was thinking was maybe having like a little one of them on the chest, or a big one on the back, and then maybe some text or something underneath. I'm not sure. Let me know what your thoughts are in regards to that, what you would actually want printed on them. Either that, or I was thinking of getting like little catchphrases that I say, you know, like printed underneath it. I'm not quite sure what ones, but maybe you guys can give me some ideas on that as well. Let me know. I've got my bloody glasses on. I don't even need to wear them. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think about that. The weather has just become absolutely atrocious. On the way down here, I think I spoke to you guys then, and the weather actually wasn't too bad, but now it has just become insane. Look, let me show you. Check that out. So basically, I was going down the motorway then, and the bloody battery ran out on the iPhone 5S. Surprise, surprise. Don't you wish that they would all put all of their development this year into making phones bigger with bigger batteries, so they actually last a full day when you're using it the way that we use our phones these days? It really pisses me off that they keep making them smaller and the battery seems to get shorter and shorter. Why don't you make the size bigger and give us some more fucking battery? It really irritates me. So this evening I've got to take this server up to a customer up in North London. I've got to be up there for about 8 o'clock, drop that off. I'm just chucking ESXi on it now, and then I'm going to take it up there this evening and drop it off to those guys, plug it in, and then the rest of it I can do remotely over the internet. So that is my evening. So Jade and I have just been to my customers in London and dropped off that server, and now we're on our way back. I think we're going to stop off and treat ourselves to a little kebab on the way back. Jade's staring aimlessly out of the window.
Look at that lady over there selling books.
There's a kebab shop that I've been going to, so my dad's been taking me to since I was a very, very young boy, and I used to come to work with my dad, and we used to always stop at this kebab shop down Lordship Lane, which is a very famous road in South London, which is where I used to, basically where I'm from. So we're going to stop off there on the way home, grab ourselves a kebab. Sorry for the late upload tonight, guys, but I've just been so busy this afternoon and this evening. I've just had no time whatsoever to kind of put this stuff together and get it up early for you. But I'm hoping that I can tether to Jade's phone and upload this using that, because Apple don't allow you to upload to YouTube over 4G, which is insane considering that I've got an 8 GB per month limit. But anyway, mustn't grumble. Have a great evening. I will see you a little bit later. Peace.